Hello, are you feeling stuck and unsure about which direction to go at the start of your entrepreneurial journey? You're not alone. I am too. And in this video, I'm going to talk you through my personal struggles about finding my niche. I'm going through that now and what I'm doing about it. And hopefully you can learn about, the process about finding your niche. So why I'm stuck and what I'm doing about it. This is my online brand, Health and Hustle, that I'm building, or at least I think I'm building. I'm still trying to craft out my offer and my specific niche. I'm really having a hard time figuring out my niche, and I'll tell you why. So here's what we're going to cover today. The importance of choosing the right niche, the struggles in deciding on a niche, self-reflection, analyzing interests and strengths, market research and validation, seeking advice and mentorship, and taking action despite uncertainty. Let's go to number one. So share this video if you think it's useful. You can watch this at double speed and low. So the importance of choosing the right niche. So you want to define a niche. What is a niche? Let's get to the simplicity of it. So what is a niche? It's a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. It's about finding that specific area where your passions and the needs of the market intersect. So you really want to be targeting a specific group of people. You want to, ideally, I suppose in this video, I can imagine the perfect people that are watching this video. Beginner entrepreneurs who are like me, unsure about what niche to go into. But on a more long-term scheme, I want all of my videos and all of my brand to be aimed at a specific type of group. And the more niche you can get that, the more tailored to specific and individual group of people, not entrepreneurs, but maybe high tech or startup tech entrepreneurs between the ages of 25 to 40 who are fathers with twins, for example. That's niche. And the point of the video is to really hone in on that nicheness, because the more targeted you can get to that audience, the better value you can make your content to serve that group of people, the more they feel like they're being listened to. Okay? So that's what a niche is. The benefits of having a niche is obviously what I just mentioned. It's crucial because it helps you target the specific audience, reduces competition, and allows you to build expertise in a particular area. When you focus on a niche, you can tailor your content and services to meet the exact needs of your audience, making your business more effective and impactful. So it's really hard to be an authority figure or an expert in a wide group of people. Like if you're making personal development content or personal development business, if you were just to aim to anyone, I do mindfulness for anyone, for any human, that means you're competing against all the top mindful experts in the world. So why would they choose you over them? And they really wouldn't, unless you appeal to them specifically, unless you appeal to, I make mindfulness content for pregnant ladies who love dogs and eating yogurt. That's a bad example, but if there was someone like that and they saw that advert, they were like, maybe I'll give that a go, because they'll know that they're offering mindfulness specifically for you, for that person, and they'll have a community of other people very similar to them. So that's the benefit of it. So examples of successful niches, to give you a better idea, think about successful businesses you admire. They've made them started by focusing on a very specific niche. For example, some health coaches focus exclusively on athletes, while others might specialize in stress management for busy professionals. So having a clear niche makes you stand out and attract the right audience. And I think that's very important, is you are able to know who the audience is that's consuming your content, instead of it just being a wide collection of people. You know that most of your audience is this particular type. You know what videos to make in the future. You know what they like, you know what they don't like, because you're very honed in on a specific group of people, and that is a big advantage. Okay, let's go to the second section. So my struggle is in deciding on a niche. So there's overwhelming choices. One of the biggest challenges I've faced is the sheer number of niche options available. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when there are so many directions you can take your business. This abundance of choice can make it difficult to commit to just one. So, for example, I am a doctor who's thinking about providing lifestyle health content to a specific group of people, and I've had so many ideas. So I could do this to entrepreneurs, I could do this to doctors myself, I could do this to junior doctors or medical students. I could even teach, I could even aim this to specifically hone in on sleep and offer that to new fathers, entrepreneurial fathers, for example. There's so many options, and it's hard to know what's the right option. And that's where I've been struggling. I've been switching. I'm early in the process, but it's hard to commit to one. I'm really finding that. We'll talk about why that is and what to do about it still. So, fear of making the wrong choice. Another major struggle is the fear of picking the wrong niche. There's always that worry in the back of my mind that I might choose a niche that's not profitable or fulfilling, or build a community with people I don't really want to work with in the long run. This fear can be paralyzing and prevent you or me from moving forward. So it's a big decision. I feel like it's a big decision anyway, because I feel like it can affect my whole career, my whole life, 5 years, 10 years. If I build a community of people, then that's gonna, I need to make sure I'm building the right people and I'm offering the right service so that I'm enjoying it. A few factors. I'm enjoying it. I can give value to these people. I feel like it's meaningful. I can monetize it. Those are the main things. So balancing passion and market needs. So finding a balance between what I'm passionate about and what the market needs has also been challenging. For example, I'm passionate about, helping junior doctors overcome burnout. There's a need for that. There's a need for that, but am I really passionate about that? Do I see myself doing that, for my whole, in 5 years, 10 years time? Is that what I'm passionate about? Maybe not. The other option is if I was aiming healthcare services, like being a doctor, and lifestyle interventions to entrepreneurs, like tech startups, where they're not really looking after themselves. There's just this hustle culture. They're not sleeping. They're not eating right. There's a big need for that. And could I also be passionate in that? Maybe. So it's about figuring that out. While I have a strong interest in lifestyle medicine and helping other doctors, essentially to ensure there's a demand, balancing these factors is a constant juggling act. Okay. So self-reflection, analyzing interests and strengths. So you want to self-reflect. So identifying your passions to start. I took some time to reflect on what I'm truly passionate about. For me, it's lifestyle medicine and helping others achieve better health and productivity through lifestyle means. So that's something that's important to me. Identifying your passion is crucial because it keeps you motivated and engaged in your work. I think that's the most important thing. What do you actually want to offer? What service do you want to offer? It doesn't matter about money. It really, at the end of the day, matters about doing something you're passionate about. So for me, yeah, absolutely. I love learning about this stuff. I love teaching about this stuff. I love helping others, with this stuff. So that's what I want. And also, we'll talk about the next thing, assessing skills and expertise. So next, I evaluated my skills and expertise. With a medical background, I have a unique perspective and set of skills that I can bring to the table. It's important to leverage your strengths when choosing a niche, as this can set you apart from others. So I was talking about this with other people, but at one point I was thinking, could I just offer entrepreneurship advice to doctors? Because at least I know the doctors, and maybe that sets me slightly apart from them, as I've started this journey and I can help others who are trying to, maybe I'm one step ahead of them. But then I was like, I've been through medical school for 6 years. I've been a doctor for 4 years. I've been a a registrar, I've been a sports doctor. I've done all this, and it's a bit stupid to not leverage this. And yes, I could appeal to doctors, but that doesn't really make me stand out or put me in a authority figure position. But if I was to put myself in a different group of people, like entrepreneurs, then I'm leveraging my medical skills and expertise and providing that service. So that's something I've really thought about and thought, yeah, I think I need to leverage this. And yeah, great, my passion is the lifestyle medicine. I can leverage being a doctor for that. So yeah, you want to leverage your strengths when choosing a niche, as this can set you apart from others, especially if your target is outside the group of people that you are. So for me, if I go outside of doctors, then I'm a massive authority figure straight away. But if I'm appealing to doctors, I have to really specialize and show my credentials, and it'd be a lot harder to be an authority figure for doctors. So that's something I've thought about. Finding the intersection. So you want to finally look for the intersection between passion and skill. This is the sweet spot. So I feel I can provide the most value and stand out in the market. It's about finding that overlap where you can be passionate and proficient. So for me, lifestyle interventions and personal development and skills of being a doctor. Combining that, what I have, great leverage being a doctor and teaching those lifestyle empowering skills to people. So that is what I'm thinking right now. Market research and validation. This is a very important step. I feel like I need to do this definitely at this point. So researching market needs. One of the steps I took was researching market needs. I think I need to do this a bit more. I used tools like Google Trends, social media, and industry reports to identify what potential customers are looking for. Understanding the demand helps in validating your niche idea. And a quick, easy way to do this is actually just using ChatGPT, asking ChatGPT what group of people is in need of lifestyle advice and intervention. And I think I'm quite keen to go for entrepreneurs. So I said, what specific type of entrepreneurs? ChatGPT came up with 10 things. And I said, okay, what do you think is the best one, depending on these factors? And it came up with tech startup founders, because that's a culture of hustling, grinding, working hard, sacrificing your health, sacrificing your sleep. So this group of people might be my niche idea. But yeah, it's important to listen to the market, what the needs are, and gathering information. You can do this by research, ChatGPT, but also just by talking to people. So finding people and just saying, is there a need for this? What do they want? So you want to analyze competition as well. I spent some time analyzing my competition, looking at what others are doing well and where there might be gaps, helping me refine my niche. It's important to find a unique angle that sets you apart. It's also important to realize that there is actually competition out there. If there's no competition out there in this particular niche, there might not be a need for it. For example, if your offer is, I teach goldfish how to swim, or I teach goldfish how to play tennis. Pretty silly example, but the reason, if you look out there, there's not many companies that offer that service is because there's not a need for it. So it's good to know that there is competition out there, because it means there's demand for it. And yeah, you want to just make your service slightly different or slightly better than the competition out there, or even just more niche, like slightly different angle at it. Testing ideas. Before fully committing, you want to test niche ideas out by creating content and engaging with the audience. This feedback loop has helped me understand what resonates with people and what doesn't. Testing your ideas can provide valuable insights and reduce the risk of failure. So if you look at me, what I'm doing is I'm already putting videos out, I'm already putting content out, even before I've decided on my niche. And I'm glad I've done that, because I'm still learning these skills. I'm still testing video ideas, what I enjoy making, what skills I have, and how well it does, like people responding to it. I'm also building a community called Health and Hustle, which I pivoted my niche and who I'm actually targeted for several times, but I've still got 40 members at this point, and I'm still asking them what they want. I'm still seeing, so I'm still learning, and I'm glad I'm doing that as well. So you can build a community, you can put out content without fully committing, and you can pivot in the early stages, because if I was to lose all of my 40 members and realize I'm not actually targeting them, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. But if I had built it up for years and had thousands of members, then maybe it's a bit more of a setback. But at this point, yeah, you want to build as you decide. Okay, so seeking advice and mentorship. Again, you want to find mentors. Seeking advice from experienced mentors who've been in this position before, they're a few steps ahead, has been incredibly helpful. Personally, I'm building my community on School. School is a really great platform to engage and interact with other community builders, people who are further ahead, and I'm constantly getting feedback from them and asking them questions. They're helping me. There's a few paid services which again is great, and you can get valuable information from these guys. So it's been incredibly helpful. Mentors can provide guidance, share their experience, and help you avoid the common pitfalls. They can guide you. They can also offer a different perspective that you might not have considered. So, for example, one of the community leaders that I'm a member of had a call with me, and I was pitching my idea. I said I was going to do healthcare interventions for doctors, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, you could do that, but wouldn't you want to do it to people who aren't doctors, because they would see you more of an authority figure?" And I was like, yeah, that is true, actually. That would be something. So it gets you thinking, different perspectives, people who've done that, who, they're ahead of you, where your current stage is at. They're a few steps ahead. So again, engaging with peers and joining communities, being beneficial, sharing experiences, learning from others, on a similar journey as well, can provide support and inspiration. Realizing you're not alone, realizing it's a common obstacle to overcome, this finding your niche area, and lots of people struggle with it, lots of people are trying to refine it. So it's a reminder that you're not alone in this process, and it's a difficult, natural part of the process. So that's been really, really useful. You want to use feedback constructively, so actively seeking and using feedback constructively has been a key part. So rather than it being a personal attack on my offer or my niche, I'm putting it out there so I can change it, so I can make micro adjustments, so I can see if there's any problems with it. So whether it's from mentors, peers, or my audience even, feedback helps me refine my approach and make decisions. Okay, and then the last section is going to be taking action despite uncertainty. So, starting with a broad focus. Initially, I started with a broad focus to explore different areas and see what resonated most with me and my audience. This approach allowed me to test multiple ideas without feeling too restricted. I'm not too harsh. I don't beat myself up for not being focused enough or not appealing to my target audience, because I haven't found one. I'm okay with that. I've been putting out videos sort of all over the place. If you look at my previous videos, there's there's videos for entrepreneurs, there's videos for doctors, there's videos for medical students, there's personal development videos, there's athlete type mindset videos. But I'm glad I started. I'm glad I was able to embrace the fact I didn't have a focus. I've learned a lot of skills, I've overcome a lot of things, and that's okay. So taking action with a broad focus at the start's okay. It's all about gathering that information before you niche down. Embracing flexibility, so being flexible and open to change has been crucial. I'm not afraid to pivot in these early stages and realizing there's a problem with this, and switching between niches. Obviously you can't do that forever, but at this early stage is absolutely fine. The entrepreneurial journey is rarely a straight path, and being willing to pivot and adapt is important. Embracing flexibility helps you navigate the uncertainties and find what works best. So staying persistent. Finally, persistence is key. Even when faced with uncertainty and challenges, staying committed to your goals and continuing to take action is essential. Perseverance can often be the difference between success and failure. And this is a skill to master, is persistence or consistency. And like even now, even though I'm not sure what direction I'm going in, I'm still trying to consistently have a process of, putting out a video a day, even if I'm not sure if it's in a meaningful direction. Like today, I just thought, I'm not sure who I'm going to make this video for. I'm still figuring out my niche. So I'm going to make a video on how to find a niche. And it's more just for me than for anyone else. But I've just kind of paused the direction of where I'm going. The main thing is every video, even if you're not on this straight path, targeting a specific group of people, if you are documenting your journey, which every video does, no matter what you do, it's a representation of your journey. And that's a valuable thing to put out there anyway. It's just to document your journey. And you can document the chaos, the scatteredness at the start of your journey. And that's pretty cool to look back on, I think. So in summary, reflect on your passions and strengths, ideally what you're truly passionate about, and assess your unique skills. And finding the intersection between these can guide you towards a fulfilling and viable niche. Conduct thorough market research. Research market needs and analyze competition to validate your niche ideas. Testing and gathering feedback can help you refine your approach and reduce the risk of failures. Stay flexible and persistent. Embrace flexibility and be willing to adapt as you explore different niche options, but also be persistent and continuous. Take continuous action, even in the face of uncertainty, like I'm doing right now. They're key to overcoming challenges and getting success. So I'll leave you with a quote. Find your niche and the world will make room for you, by Chris Guillebeau. Let's get to work. Thank you.